The following is an article featuring Bishop Noel Jones. You can have church and never minister. Bishop Noel Jones speaks truth to the power structure of the modern-day church. California megachurch pastor Bishop Noel Jones has taken a dig at the church for not fulfilling its role in the community. In a recent interview with a Christian newspaper, Jones, who leads the 20,000-member City of Refuge Church in Los Angeles, said the church is waiting for the government to care for its citizens and that is not going to happen. For that reason, it is essential for the church to step up and to minister to its communities and to address the ills within its surrounding areas. We still have self-doubt, we still are killing each other at an alarming rate, and it's happening right in our communities. The prostitution, the drugs, all of the things that are negative are happening in our communities. It's right down the street from us, he said. How do we address it? We have to stop looking to the government, and we have to stop looking to everybody else to take care of us. The Black church needs to take the opportunity that is in front of us to care for Black Americans. According to his bio, Jones seeks to persuade people to question conventional approaches to daily challenges and doesn't see the preacher as head of a hierarchical system, but rather in partnership with administration and laity of the church. Bishop Jones promotes integration and multifaceted leadership styles and methods to reach the community within and outside of the church, and practices this approach at the City of Refuge, where he has integrated programs that help people with varying degrees of struggle. He further argued that churches can better fulfill their purpose by investing in services for humanity. Unless we partner with people who are dealing with real problems in our community, then we are really not having church. You can have church and never minister, he said. The real issue is, how are we dealing with 1 out of 3 of our boys in the system? How are we dealing with offenders who are now out? How do we keep them out? How do we deal with human trafficking? How do we deal with teenage prostitution? How do we deal with establishing wealth for the average churchgoer in our community? He asked. I think that churches need to transition to a new place in terms of philosophy and psychological enhancement and embellishment of the people they serve. The church is a microcosm of the community. There are too many egos in the house of God. We have too many egos and too many narcissistic people who claim to be the church of God, Jones said. In order for there to be unity, there's got to be humility. Humility is when you decide to lower yourself when you have the upper hand. Can you imagine where the church would be today if we had people to unify together? He said pride was tearing the church apart, and people need to understand that humility comes with blessings and destruction comes with pride. The greatest servant in the universe is God Himself. He watches over you. He keeps the devil off your back, Jones said. Get off your high horse, try to serve somebody, because if you bless somebody, he will bless you. Dr. Claude Anderson has highlighted many of Bishop Noel Jones's concerns in a number of his books and has advised, much like Bishop Jones, that the Black community needs to unify and work at addressing the problems in their community as the current government structures of America are not looking out for the best interests of Black people and of its citizens in general. If you would like to learn more about Noel Jones or Dr. Claude Anderson, please visit the links below. Thank you for watching this video and God bless.